Welcome to part three of the Duke Florida State breakdown from a few weeks ago. Appreciate everybody's support of the channel. If you could do me a favor and just click the subscribe button right below this video, it really does help us out. And if you could like and share and comment, I'll be sure to get back with you as well. But I really do appreciate all the support for the channel and love talking ball and love breaking this down. It helps me, it helps the teams that I work with, and my love of basketball. So appreciate it. Let's just jump right back into it, though. Florida State is actually, we talked about this last night with my group, is just Florida State's inability to pick up their bigs, stay on their bigs, level dribbles off, and keep their bigs away from the basket. So we'll just jump right into this video right now. So again, Florida, it's a highlight reel. So again, either good things or bad things are going to happen here. So Florida State, really high ball screen. Right, so normally we see a lot of this action right around three-point line. But again, a lesson for me is how much college teams do flatten out their shooters and open up the drive line. So it looks like Wendell Moore is definitely going over the screen. It looks that way right now until I click play. But this high out with this gate and with that gap that Williams is giving it, I'd be fine just like beating him to the spot here. The purpose of this ball screen is to get downhill. And we want to do what we can here to level that dribble off. And Florida and Duke does a great job. They have Banchero and Williams and Johns that are able to always level the dribble off. Florida State doesn't seem to have that, or at least they haven't shown it in the first 7.5 minutes of this game. So with that being said, look, over the top with contact, arcing this guy off. But again, downhill. Right, I like going under the high ball screen. Right, but you get downhill, you're unable to level the dribble off, and you get an N1, right? And so I'm not going to question any coaches really on this. I'm just curious about it, right? So Coach K is the best, right? So he's definitely like our inability to level this off, to play this guy that high when let him pick and pop from there. I don't think he can play there. I would be playing top of key loose as Williams, and I would be going under this ball screen because we can't let guards. We don't want to have to help on the weak side of the floor, and we don't want guards getting hung up in that high ball screen and a big having to handle it, right? So, so an issue there, right? They're starting to play this 34 kid a bit more, so I don't know what we're in here in terms of defenses, right? But this is what I read in some notes yesterday, and I really like it and want to be able to communicate this with the groups that I work with. But the idea of trapping, right? And this is Larry Brown, North Carolina, NBA terminology possibly, right? I don't know where it is, right? But there's two trappers. So let's say they're trapping. Two trappers, two interceptors right here, and one goaltender, right? Trappers, interceptors, goaltenders, right? Those. So when you trap the ball, that's what you're looking at. Do we have two trappers? Do we have two interceptors? And do we have a goaltender, right? So now he's going away. Right, and did he just give it to him? So I don't know what happened here, but I do like that concept of like he literally just it gets deflected. So he was looking to the post, but that's why you have two interceptors. And then being able to play each of those positions. But immediately they bring it off the dribble, 3-on-2. Everybody does a 3-on-2 fast break, right? And they get out and run. So there's the steal, but watch how wide they get. Look at how he attacks an elbow, and they get ahead of the ball. And it's a one-handed push pass, which I don't mind in transition, right? So now it's 2016, and they're feeling good about what they're doing, right? Skip, right? Had this conversation with a coach yesterday about where to force the ball, right? He closes out high with high hands. He does cut them, but look, there's a big difference between attacking the penetration outside the paint. It's got to be outside the paint. Like if this were a group I was working with, and granted it's Florida State, Leonard Hamilton's a heck of a ball coach. Florida State's really good, although they're 14-11 this year. But this idea of getting outside the paint and coming bigger and putting a body on the weak side post. So he gets there. Now, listen, you're dealing with NBA players that can make shots and make plays. So all right, so I don't know what they're calling here. This is a highlight. I don't know if they call a foul. They don't, or they do, right? So they end up at the free throw line, and now we're back here. Okay, so listen, top's always filled. Ball's always reversed. It looks like they're in some sort of zone. We have some runner. We have 3 out. We have a runner on the baseline, and we have bigs here, right? Right, so they may not just be in man-to-man, right? So they're all stunting to elbows, though, right? So zone. So all they're doing, Duke, is screening the bottom of the zone. It looks like it could be a 1-2-2 or a 3-2, right? This guy's going to stay there. This guy came high with Johns. So he immediately came high. So I do like this zone offense action of changing the ball and then getting Johns higher to take somebody with him, right? And then you're left there. Right? This is his man or his man. But the ball got changed quickly from side to side. They had a baseline runner, right? And we're there, right? So nothing like that will get you out of a zone quicker than not being matched up and giving open threes, right? So here's the same thing. Not matched up. I don't know what happened before, but here's the play. Johns doesn't come up the line. He comes level with it, and Griffin here has no idea on how to, it just has no vision to help down low. So it's a penetrating drive to a big that is available down there, right? So we're back into this zone, it looks like. So they're talking. There's the cutter to take this guy high. So he cuts to the elbow, takes the big up. This guy's got to cover low. They do have a play at the rim. He needs to being on a V back to his body, right there. But he's able to show it and get to the rim. Right? All by taking this guy up, right? So it's zone offense. I'm going to pause it right when we get to it. So they're in like a 1-2-2 or a 3-2, right? So he's got to take that. He's got here. He's playing the nail. We have a weak side flash to the elbow, and he points and talks and touches it out, and we're here, right? So the thing about a zone, I remember Bobby Knight saying years ago, is we get to determine who you guard, right? So a zone is going to say, hey, I'm going to make this guy guard that guy because I don't think he can guard there. So you get to determine who guards whom in a zone. If you're really good offensive mind, you can determine who guards whom in a zone. Like I'm going to take one of my best players, Wendell Moore, and I'm going to take your 5 who can't guard, and I'm going to make them guard him just by how I move around, right? And he was the runner the time before that got an open 3 right here. So he shows it just a little bit, gets him to extend, finishes on the weak side, and that's good. So they've been in a zone 2 times, and they've received good options here. So high ball screen again, over the top, 2 interceptors, 2 trappers, possibly. I know that Moore's probably going to leave in a second, but if this were what I'm kind of bent on right now is 2 trappers, 2 interceptors, and a goaltender. He's the goaltender, and they don't stay in it. Griffin gets out of it. So Griffin is just going to go to the weak side here, but enough to disrupt that, right? And now we're at the line. It's too bad he didn't finish it, right? Sometimes it's better to have those points, right? So listen, quick recording there. Appreciate the support of the channel. They're running to a commercial here, so we'll go ahead and stop it. Get ready for a part 4. Please subscribe to the channel at the link below. Any help that you can lend us is always appreciated. Thank you.